welcome back. I thank y'all for joining us again because I'm excited to introduce my friends to y'all, right? Because they're more than just guests. These are friends that I've spent a lot of time with, had a lot of deep conversations with off of the camera. So, without any further ado, I'm excited to introduce y'all to my friends Tiara and my friend Brian. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Tiara, you can go first.
Hello, my name is Tiara. I'm a student at Towson University studying mass communications with a PR track, and I have a music and movie commentator blog that is called Tiara Tales.
Thank you, Tiara. And then Brian, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
All right, my name is Brian Jackson. I'm a photographer / videographer, and y'all can check my work out on Instagram at Brian_Jackson__.
Remember that, man. Go and check them out, man. The blog and the photography page. So I just want to start off talking about something that we always discuss: music, right? Right. So as y'all know, I grew up on R&B. I'm sure y'all did too. So which artists, right? What's your number one artist that you have the most memories with? Like driving in the car with your parents, you know, just back in 2011, 2012, 2013. But it only has to be one artist. I know it's on the spot.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, I know this isn't Brian's experience with music, but I grew up not really listening to music as much. Like, my dad didn't listen to music in the car. He couldn't name a single song if he wanted to.
Dang.
And my mom doesn't know lyrics to music, so she can never recall a song. So we would grow up like listening to like scriptures in the car, or somebody would be on the phone, or we'd be talking with each other. So I don't think I have like an R&B artist attached to my childhood. My love for R&B, I think, has come with me growing up.
Really?
Rather than like being attached to my childhood, yeah.
So would you say it came like once you reached the adulthood age or teenage years?
What do you consider an adult? Like, because 18 is an adult, but like I was a baby, you know? Like, so I would say when I stopped being a teenager, like 20, like starting my adult life, I started listening to R&B more, and I actually understood what they were talking about because I was listening as an adult.
Yeah.
Right, so music's kind of like a new, like, big interest and passion.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I started my music and movie commentary blog, not to, like, critique or criticize music, but really to document my experience with discovering new forms of media. Right. Because there's a lot of, like, cultural black movies that I've never seen. I literally saw Juice for the first time, like, a few months ago.
How you like?
What? It's so good. Like I get the culture behind, like I get the references, like, but like the music and the movies and a lot of the cultural references that even come from social media, like I just got a Twitter less than a month ago.
Oh, wow.
Like for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of like cultural things within our generation, not even like Black American culture, but just like our generation. Like I never had Vine.
Oh.
Like I wasn't there for that.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologize. There's a sense of bliss. Because I don't understand. Fair. It's hard for me to relate to it.
Yeah.
But music, R&B artists, I wouldn't know.
Brian, what about you, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, the first one that come to mind is Chris Brown, cause he is.
Yeah.
Now, Wall to Wall, like that joint. That joint was good. That joint was
the vampire music video.
Yeah, no, that was heat. That was good. That was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint was fire. So that just reminded me, because Chris Brown, I feel like he's probably the artist we could say is closely, mirroring Michael Jackson, right? You seem like you don't agree with that.
No. Yes.
All right, but listen,
Please continue.
Right? So a lot of people will go, I've heard people say Usher, right? A lot of people say Usher. But my personal reason why Chris Brown is at that level is because the fact that he can sing, dance, perform, and really like engage the crowd all at the same time.
Immaculate performer.
Bro.
Wait, but Usher is 45 and was on skates.
That's
I'm sorry, we talking about singing and dancing, and look, he did all the.
Yeah, he did the same.
Women love Usher.
More than Chris?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And well, or maybe not more, but definitely to the same amount. Like,
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of
because
equal in
think
a sense.
because think about it. Like, Usher went through this huge scandal about talking about his sexual health,
Yeah.
and women still love the man. Do you know how
Yeah.
much? Do you know how much of a sex symbol you have to be for people to be like, yeah, that is nasty, but you, but you, you know? So I wouldn't say that it's more because, you know, Chris has his own issues and they still love him. People are paying thousands of dollars to get fake pictures of a fantasy. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I think that it really is just a type thing.
Right.
Do you prefer the light skin look or do you prefer the brown skin look? And then whichever one you want, there's somebody there for you.
Right. Musically, I would say, cause like you just explained how both of them can be seen as, you know, sex symbols in the black community. But musically, right? Cause me growing up listening to Chris, and then me growing up listening to Usher, I had two different, you know, like with Chris, I wanted to be Chris Brown when I was a young man. I'm gonna say that with no shame, bro. Seeing the wall to wall, like,
Yeah,
you
no, that
know,
was such a good video.
excuse me, miss, see you from across, bro, man. But with Usher, I can't really say that I experienced that. Probably because he's a little bit older, you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
the
true.
generation before.
That's fair.
How old is Chris Brown?
Probably about, he gotta be pushing 40.
Yeah.
Really?
He came
About.
out what, 20 years
Is he
ago.
not in his mid-30s?
Maybe. I don't know.
Pushing
Actually,
40?
you're right. He might be mid-30s because he came out 05 and he was real young when he came out. Yeah. He might be.
Wasn't he like
well-
16?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
yeah.
if he's mid-30s, then yeah, him and Usher have a 10-year age gap.
Yeah. And Usher came out what, like mid-90s? Usher
Oh,
came out a
geez.
while ago.
Oh my gosh, he looks great.
Man,
What?
Skating at the Super Bowl.
Skating at the Super Bowl, like,
What we ranking at among Super Bowl performers?
I've only seen one. I'm not gonna lie. I've only seen the one where Dr. Dre and like all those other Eminem in them. That's the only one I've seen that I can recall.
What year was Bruno Mars?
wasn't it like 2011? It was
was a
earlier.
while ago,
It was like early 2010s, and he brought Beyonce out.
Oh,
So, and you know what's so crazy?
didn't she just perform twice at the Super Bowl?
Well,
I think so.
once it was her,
Yeah.
I think, and then once was her coming out on stage with him, I think. Please do not quote me on this, but I do personally think that Beyonce coming out during Bruno Mars' set was better than her set, but I do think that was because she was earlier Beyonce. Like, don't get me wrong, people were taking her seriously then, but people don't play about her now, you know, as she's, you know, aged in her fame. And so I think at that point in time, they weren't like recognizing who they really had on their stage yet, so the budget just looked different. So it's hard to be like, oh yeah, this person's was better than this, because we don't really know the budget, you know, conversation either, like how much they had control. Because as we can see in things like Homecoming and Renaissance, if you give her the budget and the time and the authority, she can create a masterpiece for
Literally.
you.
Yeah.
So,
Something legendary that's going down in history.
yeah.
I remember seeing her Coachella performance. Man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was
That's
immaculate.
That's
It was
Homecoming.
so good.
What?
Homecoming
Yeah.
and Coachella, that's what that was.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
And she brought out the marching band and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, bro.
It
all
was so
black.
good.
Yeah.
That's actually what made me.
Major Ed,
Not saying
a
I
whole
didn't
bunch of stuff.
respect her before that, but that's what made me recognize her greatness. Homecoming. After that, I was like, oh no, she's a genius.
Yeah, don't play with
She's
her.
a genius.
And then watching the movie, like,
Yeah.
like her mind is crazy. Like, and not even just in like a. And I'm coming from somebody who I'm not a part of the Beehive. Do I know who I'm talking about? Absolutely.
Right.
But I'm so new to music, so to be like, oh yeah, I'm a Beehive. I'm part of the Beehive. I don't feel like I've grown enough
Right.
in my liking of her to consider it. But no, she's a genius, and I get that people like see Michael Jackson as like this untouchable artist, and he is in his own way.
In his own way.
But like, she's untouchable in her own way too. Like when she's gone, she's gonna be a legend, and people are gonna talk about her just as high as they talk about him. But it's because I really think it's because she's still living, and we're experiencing things every day that it's hard for us to recognize that we're living at the same time as another music icon.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to recognize what you have until it's gone.
I would say I would say she's the only one who can come close to.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to imply.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny that you brought that up because on the last episode I had a couple weeks back, right? I had my friend up here, and we'll show the clip. He said that Michael Jackson is arguably better than Drake.
What? Name me a Drake album better than Thriller.
Scorpion.
And I said,
Huh?
what do you mean? What do you mean
God's
arguably,
plan was
right?
going
Why is
crazy.
that a word thrown in there. So like, I just want to get y'all's opinion on that. That's a great opinion to have.
Do you want to go first?
It's ridiculous, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it is. It is.
Do you want to go first?
Michael Jackson's better. That's all I gotta say.
It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I think I understand like why they said that. Do I agree? No.
Right.
No, I don't agree. But I see why. Because when we talk about what makes somebody great, right? We think about how they've charted. We
Yeah.
think about the way that they blend their voices with music. We talk about their imagery through their lyrics. We talk about, you know, how many people that they've impacted, things of that nature. And Drake is a hit.
Yeah, we're not gonna discredit
maker.
him, you know. He,
Like this man can bend into any genre.
Yeah.
And even if people call it cultural appropriation, you didn't say it was a bad song.
Not for real.
You
You
never
just
said that.
you
was
you
good.
never said the song was bad. You just said that's weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like for him to be able to touch, you know, the minds and the hearts of people from different cultures, and then on the scheme that he has, and then with the fandom that he's been able to create with also, you know, the imagery that he has. He's an attractive, you know, light-skinned black man. Like he is, you know, the ideal, you
Right.
know, with standard of, you know,
Oh,
I'm rambling, but you get what I'm trying to say. And so it's like I get why, depending on who you were raised around, what music you heard growing up, when you discovered Drake, how old you are, can really factor where your opinion is coming from.
Yeah.
Because if I was born in, what? If I was born in 09, what does that make me, 15?
Yeah.
I might say Drake is better.
Yeah.
And you'd be.
Do they even know? They don't even know Michael Jackson.
That's my
Yeah.
point. So it's like it's hard to compare, because even then, like when Michael Jackson was younger, I bet you some people who were alive and young then were like, oh my gosh, yeah, Michael Jackson is great, but he's just another artist amongst
Yeah.
the many artists that are in my playlist.
Yeah.
Or not on my playlist, but on my CD.
Definitely.
And to go to your point, I'd say that yes, Drake gets the common criticism that he, you know, steals and he's a culture vulture, which, like you said, can be somewhat true. But one thing I'd say is, when it came to Afro beats, which are taking over the world, we got Burna Boy,
is.
we got Tyler.
It is.
Thank God.
Nobody was playing any Afro beats before Drake hopped on that one dance beat. Nobody. And that was what, 2016? That was what, 8 years
Yeah,
ago?
2016.
Music changed since then.
And that's why I said the man is smart. Like he can hear something before and be like, y'all, this, like, let's be for real. Okay. Well, actually, no, you may disagree with me, which is fine too. But I personally, with my American ears, am not a big fan of drill music.
Okay.
And I admit that it's from a lack of cultural understanding. I'm admitting that it's my fault. But I just personally don't get it.
Right.
And Drake made that blow up for Americans.
He did.
Like we were not thinking about drill on, you know, like a grand scheme before Drake was doing it. Like,
Yeah, it's like drill was only something that, like, I'd say teenage men were listening to, black men.
Yeah.
We had Chief Keef, King Von, all that. Drake came on the scene. Now we got, you know, probably white millennials listening to that. So
no, yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
What would y'all say, because we were just talking about the Super Bowl performances earlier. Who's an artist that hasn't had a Super Bowl performance yet that you want to see on that Super Bowl stage? I'll go first.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
The artists that I want to see on that Super Bowl stage, man, people could come for me all they want, right? People could say he's boring. People could say he can't entertain the crowd. He can't. I want to see J. Cole at the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, no.
I want to see J. Cole. Man, he'll hop on there talking about some love yours. Love yours. Bro, that's real. Everybody ain't got to be lit for the Super Bowl. Sometimes we can have somebody
That is
speaking
real for the black man experience. We are, hear me, and I love you, black men. I do. We are 13% of the country.
Yeah.
Who do you think buying them tickets on the Super Bowl?
Man,
No,
Jermaine
no,
Cole
no,
is elite.
no. Yes.
2014 Forest
Ooh,
Hills
that was the
Drive.
wrong no. That was the wrong no. Yes, but no.
But here's the thing, white people listen to Cole.
Yeah, no, white people love.
They do.
They love them.
But
They do, but
Yeah.
not the ones in their 50s who've been going to the Super Bowl their whole life. Like, you know, like we got to think about demographic of who's showing up at the time, right? Like there are certain artists who, y'all, they said that Shakira and J-Lo's performance was too Latin for the U.S.
what?
Hear
It was
me.
good too.
So you think?
What?
So you
That's
think they gonna take
crazy.
Jermaine?
Right.
So you think they gonna take Jermaine? They said this is USA. Why do we have two Latinas up here? Which I thought white men love Latinas. That's and you see that's what and that's what I'm saying. Like I get it,
Yeah.
but like I don't think that it would be taken well.
Yeah. And there's a debate with that because J. Cole, he definitely doesn't have that electrifying quality that you want in a Super Bowl performance artist. Somebody else that I would say runs a close number 2 is, we were just talking about him, Chris Breezy. We ain't never seen him on the Super Bowl.
Dang, that
Yeah.
That would be
That would've
actually would be
been
really
good.
good.
That would have
That
been.
would be
would've-
immaculate.
I don't think it'll ever happen though.
Yeah. Nah,
Jay-Z
nah.
got that door locked. He is not
Yeah.
opening that door, man.
Oh, well, in the sense that, you know who would also be great? But this is the thing, they are not known. And they're they are known.
Yeah.
But I just mean I don't know if they would be taken well, but I think vocally it would change the way that we see the Super Bowl is if Chloe and Halle were able to perform. People talk about their live performances
Their live
vocally all the
performances.
time. Wow, they
Incredible.
sound like sirens. People talk
Yeah.
about how their voice is hypnotizing.
Yeah,
And to
it
be able to
is.
hear that in a stadium, even if it was to be Beyonce came back out and they were a part of something, just to hear their vocals, I think that would be nice too.
That would be huge.
That would be huge.
Especially them taking, being under Beyonce's wing, like you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Oh my gosh, they'll probably have Megan do it in the next couple of years too. I could see them really doing that. Think about it, PR-wise, they've been building her up.
Has Kendrick done it before?
Yeah, Kendrick. He was the headliner, the main headliner of that whole one with Dr. Dre.
Oh
Actually, no,
yes,
Dr.
yeah.
Dre was
I
the
think
headliner.
he did come.
Oh my
Cause
gosh,
I feel
we
like
didn't talk about the
for
Weeknd's.
I thought
Super
his
Bowl
was
performance.
lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really like his.
You didn't? Oh, well, that in the sense that, well.
do you listen to The Weeknd?
He has good songs. I'll say that. Can't Feel My Face, The Hills. He has good songs. Remind Me, I think that's what it's called. Remind. But as an artist, nah.
Yeah. One of his songs is the most streamed song.
He's
on
one of the most
Spotify,
streamed artists
period.
of all time.
Yeah.
that?
I think it's Starboy, right?
Oh.
Yeah, no, literally I think he has the most monthly listeners.
He's one of the most
Yeah.
iconic artists of all time, of our
Yeah,
generation.
Of our generation, yeah.
He's
so crazy.
really good.
And see, that's what I'm talking about when I'm we're so detached sometimes to the grand scheme of the numbers attached to music and movies. Yeah, no, I was literally watching an episode of did you guys grow up watching the React channel?
Yes.
On YouTube?
I used to love it.
Okay.
Like kids
Very
reacting
mass
to it?
comm of us, yes.
Like kids reacting?
Yeah, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I still watch it. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. And I was just watching an episode actually earlier today of the top songs of all time, on streaming and most of them are white men.
Really?
And I barely listen to these artists,
Yeah.
And so it's we think something is big but then we quickly learn how small we are compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, even when we have these conversations, like, when people are like, oh, yeah, Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce, you're saying that, like, we think Beyonce is big, and she is big. You know, she's known internationally. But I think we are underestimating how many people are not us and how much they love their artists.
Yeah. There's some country artists that put up numbers.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about
Hold
them.
up. Let's talk about K-pop.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Like, I don't know nothing about that. And y'all, it is huge.
It's
like,
huge.
people do not, they know choreography. Like, I know we be knowing choreography to say, like, Victoria Monet's stuff. By the way, Victoria Monet is bringing music videos back.
She should do the Super Bowl. That's
She
the
should
one. The Super Bowl.
She should be the
one.
Super Bowl.
Because those people, I don't know, was MTV or somebody? They was like, she don't have enough discography. She's been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For a long time.
Yeah. And did you see the way that she danced with Tiana Taylor? The girl can perform. Like, put her on a stage that is that big,
Look,
and she will
put a
not
stripper-
disappoint you. And she can sing while dancing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love her artistic eye, like that music video
Definitely.
y'all showed me.
Yeah.
With the camera tricks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The angles, I believe there was one scene of the music video where it was like the diamond background. They were wearing like silver clothing. That was the coldest
That's the
section.
All Right
Yeah.
music video
Go
by
watch that. Yo.
by Victoria Monet.
That was crazy. But since we've been talking about streaming, The Weeknd had brought this to my mind. Like, of the artists that we grew up on in the 2010s, R&B particularly, who would we give that, that Mount Rushmore for? Because, like, I like looking at big
How many
fours.
faces is Mount Rushmore?
I think it's 4.
Is that
It's
4?
4.
So, give me y'all 4. Ryan, you go first, man.
damn.
And this is what genre?
This is R&B only.
Okay.
Now, if it's an
2010.
artist that touches, other genres like Chris Brown, of course, he can go in there.
Okay.
But
R&B specifically. Okay.
R&B specifically.
Of all time.
No, the 2010s. The 2010s.
2010.
Alicia Keys. I feel like she belongs up there
Okay.
Okay.
Is
because
she the 2010s?
She's 2000. She's more 2000.
oh
Yeah.
She's definitely more 2000.
well, I don't disregard that statement, I guess.
No. I don't know what music she put out during that time. That's why.
No,
I'm
because
asking.
I think 2009. I think was the Diary of Alicia Keys. I think.
And that's the same as she hopped on Empire State of Mind. That was a crazy song.
Yeah.
But matter of fact.
Oh my gosh. SZA.
2010s.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Control
album,
came out in that,
2017.
and Control came out in the 2010s. That she's definitely up there, and she has only, and her fame has only gone higher.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try and agree on a 4.
Okay, we gonna come together. We gonna do that. Look, everybody lean in.
So we got SZA. That's
Okay.
a big one.
Like we said earlier, Chris Brown. I feel like he gotta be up there. I'm sorry,
got
you cannot knock it. Like,
has to.
yes, you may feel the way you feel, but that does not discredit what he's done though.
Okay.
New Flame, Loyal.
Like, run it. Like, you can't.
No. Yes.
Dude.
Well, yes. Okay.
Alright.
SZA, Chris Brown.
Would The Weeknd be in it? Is he R&B or is he pop?
He's R&B
He's
more so. I feel like he's
he is
R&B. I think
R&B.
he should be up there.
Okay.
He definitely
earned
should.
it?
If we put him in there, then we gotta put Bruno in there. I feel like they're both on the same, like.
Oh,
Ooh,
shoot.
I get
Yeah,
what you're
Bruno
saying.
was bigger in the
Border.
2010s. At the beginning of it,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Locked Out of Heaven,
Yeah.
Grenade.
Grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should put
Just the
Bruno
Way
up
You
there.
Are?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. That
Yeah.
was that song used to be on
okay.
Disney Channel. Bro.
Okay. No, okay. Not Disney Channel.
Not for real.
Wait, do you remember? Did you watch Disney Channel like for real growing up?
Yeah.
Do you remember Next Best Thing?
Yes, next best thing.
Or
Yes.
Next Big Thing?
Next,
little commercial
next. I think
thing?
it's next big thing.
Next Big Thing, where they would like spotlight artists.
Yeah, that's where Shawn
how-
Mendes came from.
Shawn Mendes, Austin Mahone.
Yeah, the Fifth Harmony.
Fifth
Fifth
Harmony.
Harmony.
Yeah, there are so many people who
No,
got
for real.
big actually. through
Yeah.
that.
So many artists that came from Disney.
A
bro.
lot.
Too
A
many.
lot.
And to be honest,
just entertainment,
and
like
can I be
children
honest?
in general.
Thank you.
Hmm
Thank
Yeah.
you.
To be alive
know-
at this time is crazy.
What? No. And you know when people are like, this generation's music sucks. No, the music that your child listens to around you sucks.
Yeah.
Because Me?
Yeah, not for
My
real.
playlist is great. To the point where my mom is like, what's that song? Can you play that song for me? Yeah.
I done put my mama
Because
onto a
it's
few
good.
things too.
They'll
Yeah.
ask for oh, what's that song? But they'll talk the most about how our music is lackluster.
Yeah.
How we're copycats.
And like they be like, we all sexual nowadays, but wasn't Lil Kim moaning in the mic on her
Hold
intro
up,
for her
hold up.
album?
Wait,
That's
what's her name?
crazy.
Trina?
Oh yeah.
Hold up, you talking about how Sexy Red is raunchy? Trina?
Trina been on that.
Like you've been heard this stuff.
Yeah.
I think you may just be like over that stage of your life now where that music doesn't fulfill you at all. But it's not because this music is something that you've never heard before.
Right.
Like, you know, and then even going into like more vulgar music, right? Not even just sexual, but like music being political. You know, where they're like really sharing a message, or like rock stars, they talk about anything.
Yeah.
Does it sound good? Yeah. Like they really make some of the most tragic things or crazy things sound like an experience.
Yeah,
You
Nirvana,
know?
it was
Like
classic at that.
I don't know if you guys listen to like Queen at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Queen was huge, bro. What was their song, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
I love that record, man. Another one, Bites the Dust. That's the thing that I think is so unique about
Don't
music.
Stop Me Now is them too, right?
Nah.
Don't Stop Me. Don't Stop Me. Yeah. Don't
Oh.
Stop Me Now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Don't Stop Believing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Wrong song.
But nah, yeah, I think that's something that's so beautiful about music, cause like Queen, right?
Yeah.
Led, obviously, you know, the main singer Freddie Mercury, he was a gay man, and you know they weren't the most masculine group in general, but they have hit records that are played at every football game.
Yeah.
Like you hear boom boom psh, boom boom psh, like that. That's really them, and it's
Yeah.
like it just shows how music can connect so many different people.
Literally.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like we grew up, as much as our music is criticized,
Yeah.
we grew up in an area where music was really sending messages that weren't really shown in past music. Like rap songs like I'm Not Racist. Everybody remembers when that came out. This Is America. When that came out, and Childish Gambino dancing with the shirt off, he was doing
No, that
Yeah, it was.
no, that was huge.
It was. My foundation of technology teacher used to break down the story of OJ and This Is America like every class.
You know,
He loved rap video.
you know what music video is good too? That's new.
Ooh.
That it's not necessarily telling a message that we need to hear, but Not Like Us. That was a good video.
It was. It brought culture.
Like
The culture
that
was good.
culture involvement was
Yeah.
insane.
They had a lot of people
the
in that
paying
video.
attention to details, like even with him doing like his walk,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then him doing it over the hopscotch when he's saying A minor. Like, come
Yeah.
on now, like he's
That
he
was fire.
playing, he's
intentional.
playing.
It's
Y'all, speaking of
intentional.
that,
What?
did you see what happened last night? The fact that Lil Wayne performed and he performed Not Like Us.
He freestyled on it? Or did he rap the same?
He rapped the song.
Where?
Oh, wow.
At wherever he was having his show.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, Wayne. He's turning on Drake?
That's why the outrage was
to be fair, Drake did him dirty, you know, in the past too.
I mean, well,
Yeah, but like, that's like...
Everything catching up to him. Everything catching up to him.
that's
This
why.
is
No,
karma.
literally,
his
I was
girl while he was in
wondering.
jail.
I was wondering, like, what did Drake do to make them mad right now?
When, I don't.
Like, I get things adding up now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what was the cherry on top? What was the trigger? Like,
The trigger.
It was
the
first-person shooter.
yeah.
The trigger was first-person shooter because he had initially asked for Kendrick Lamar to come on the song.
Well, technically, the first one was was it Like That with Metro Boomin?
Yeah, that was Kendrick's response because this all happened behind closed doors. Drake wanted to do first-person shooter with Kendrick instead of Cole.
Oof.
But Kendrick said, nah, bro, because they had issues all the way back since 2013. So he said, nah, I'm not doing it. And then he hopped on Like That and they exposed him for all of that.
Oof. That's
yeah.
unfortunate.
okay, well,
Yeah. But Drake,
that's in the sense that
Drake is losing, man.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
he's pathetic. I'm sorry. A grown man acting that way. You're like, how is he, 50 something?
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. We were talking about losers in the battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that one was a crazy one too.
Yeah, she's a loser too.
Oh, well, in the sense that, yeah.
Like you're a grown woman acting that way.
Well, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna talk about her because the barbs are scary.
Oh, Nikki. I think that she.
Oh, that breath.
And then I know, like, what the barbs, right? Like,
I'm scared.
y'all.
That's what
I'm scared.
No, literally, you said.
I was joking in GTA.
No, literally, like, look. Now I feel like I gotta put a disclaimer. Nikki has changed rap.
2010s. 2010s. Nikki.
2010s?
She up there.
Hold up, absolutely. If we go into like
Yeah.
artists over the let's scratch that so we can speak positively because the
No,
barbs
for real.
are scary. The barbs and the beehive, you cannot mess with those two groups. But no, I say 2010s across all genres.
Yeah.
We gotta come up with a top 10.
Top 4.
Yeah. 4 is
We gotta
kind of
do the
hard.
Mount Rushmore.
4 is too hard. We
Yeah,
gotta
for
do 10.
every genre though, 4 is kind of hard.
That's hard.
Just like the most influential, what we remember. Not necessarily like digging deep, but like when you think about that time, like
Yeah.
who are the names that are coming up in your head? Like I
Yeah,
was talking to
Nicki.
you about this earlier. During the 2010s, come on now. For you to not bring up Kesha at all is crazy. I'm
Is that
sorry.
crazy?
Kesha
Is
or
that
Calvin
true?
Harris, one of the two. They made the like EDM big like stop it.
Calvin Harris,
hold up. When I
think
met
there's
you,
an argument
hold
with
up.
Calvin.
When I met you in the summer, stop. That's why like
Those are just
feel so close. Stop it. TikTok
so
on the clock.
close to
I mean, if you do think of TikTok is
You know what I
everywhere.
mean? Like
Everybody
Calvin,
knows TikTok.
Calvin Harris / Kesha, they can fight
Yeah.
for the one spot, but they made the club hits for the
They
early
did.
2010s.
Pitbull.
They did.
Pitbull.
I'll get
Oh,
it.
scratch both of them.
No.
Pitbull
I'll give
is
it
up
to
there.
Calvin Harris, you can make an argument for.
Yeah.
Pitbull,
Hold up, he's Mr. Worldwide.
no.
Stop
Like,
it.
no,
Yeah.
top
He's
10?
Mr.
No,
Worldwide.
no,
Hold up,
no,
he was
no.
making music for the English and Spanish speakers.
Like think about it, it's everywhere though. Like it's you could not escape him.
That's true, but here's the thing. If we open the floodgates, Flo Rida needs to be in there too. Welcome to my house. So they had them apple bottom jeans. Come on,
Jeans.
bro. You spin my head right. He's right up there, and we're not putting Flo Rida in the top 10.
You know why I
No,
can't?
I'm sorry, we not.
You know why? You know why I can't? Y'all, I was going. Dang, let me shut up. I am not as famous as these people. No hate. Like this is just like a fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to Busch Gardens the other week, and I found out that the next week, or like a week or two from it, Flo Rida was coming to perform at an amusement park.
Wow.
You're probably not as big. I don't know. It's just an observation. I could
Flo
not know.
Rida's top 10.
No.
He has more hits than Pitbull.
He has made hits, and he is a great artist. Like,
Yeah.
and sometimes the industry just treats you dirty,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's hard to put him in like the top towards like the idea of like impact.
Okay.
Like
I
not
can see- I can
necessarily
feel
like
what
his
you're
ability, because his ability is phenomenal. He knows how to make great music. Just like for instance, I don't know if this is 2010s or 2000s, but Sean Kingston is a great artist. He's a great artist, but his impact is a little bit less based off of how the industry has taught him. So are we making a Mount Rushmore of impact or of artistry?
Matter of fact,
You was spitting with that
let's
one.
go.
You know,
Impact.
clock it.
Let's go Impact.
Okay, again, Kesha or Calvin Harris, be for real.
No, I can't.
He's
get
in
Kesha.
they're in the
I mean,
top
they
of the
were
top
the
10.
Why?
they were the
I can
dance team
understand
back then.
Calvin
Okay,
Harris.
let's just do Calvin Harris then. We can agree.
Calvin Harris, Rihanna.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Rihanna. Definitely
She had a
Rihanna.
song of the summer like every summer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chris
Sometimes
Breezy?
a few of them.
No.
Chris Brown's not. in the
Yes,
top 10?
yes.
In the 10s? When did his
Yes.
allegations start showing up?
Early 2010.
Either way,
Nah,
still
that
that
hurt
doesn't.
him.
But that doesn't
don't
neglect.
If we're looking over the course of the decade, he had a decline too early on in the decade to put him in the top of the 2010s. Maybe in the 2000s, he was on a high the entire time. Absolutely. He is on the impact. But if you have allegations come out about you that make people stop listening to you in 2012, and then you can't adjust yourself into another decade until the 2020s, he is not somebody who had the most impact that year. No.
I feel like
We're talking
we gotta
about
separate,
impact, not
we gotta
artistry.
separate the
No, we just said. See, I just asked that question. Are we talking about impact or artistry? If
Even
we're talking
with
about
impact,
artistry,
though.
yes.
Even
Then
with
yes,
impact,
but
though.
no.
Think about it though.
I'm thinking.
As a performer,
I'm
because
thinking.
one,
You
his
see, he's still not
listeners.
listening. I'm talking about
Impact.
impact. He's
Our
talking about
performances,
artistry.
That's not just artistry.
Your
That's
performance
impact.
is art. Dance is art. The artistry. I'm not talking about your ability. I'm talking about
Okay, so
how
the
much
streaming
people
numbers-
interact.
the
How much?
streaming numbers, that's impact? Because his numbers are
Yes.
crazy.
In the 2010s?
Crazy.
Look it up right now.
Let's go. Let's see.
No, it was no.
Let's see who got more.
Everybody named
Calvin
Mama
Harris.
was listening.
Nah, that's not.
No,
good.
don't
Say
do that.
Chris
Calvin
Brown.
Harris is going to demolish him. Set Chris Breezy up like that, please. Embarrass his numbers.
No,
Like,
for real.
what?
Give me one sec, y'all. Google,
Like,
Google.
y'all, in the most streamed songs ever, like the top like 10 of them, or I think top 20, I don't think any of Beyonce's songs are in there, but Ed Sheeran's in there twice.
Shape of You went crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I mean artistry and impact.
Exactly. And
Like,
I
I'm
feel
not
like-
saying your ability is less than these people who are impacting more people. I'm not saying that at all. Like,
So listen to me on this one, right? Justin Bieber.
oh my gosh. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah,
him.
no, yeah,
Justin,
definitely.
Fever,
And
yes.
Ariana Grande too. I think they're both fighting for. In the 2010s, they were both.
She
killing it.
started. Was she good by the end? Like,
Oh,
did
she was good
fantastic.
from the beginning.
Not good. That,
She was
okay,
fantastic.
wait,
She was
hold up,
immaculate
hold up,
from the
hold up,
beginning.
hold up. That, let me take that back. Ariana, if you go on tour, I will be buying a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
I love your singing. I just meant, like, did people know she was good?
Yes,
By that
baby,
point in time.
baby.
Oh, yeah. She
I
definitely
love
got
the way
good
you
too.
make me feel.
That was
I love
Ariana
it.
on that?
That was Ariana.
Hey,
The way I love the way you
Oh,
made me
yes,
feel.
yes.
Impact. If we bringing up Ariana Grande, we have to bring up Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
Wrecking
definitely.
Ball.
Actually,
Definitely.
the way that we should have brought her up first.
Yeah.
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 Party
in the USA is one of the best songs of all
One of the
time.
best songs.
That's it.
Fly, I
Written,
wanna
produced,
fly on the wall.
performed.
Fly on the
Hold
wall.
up, hold up. Not
It's
even
crazy.
just that, y'all. The Climb
Yeah.
by Miley Cyrus is
Yeah.
actually so good. And that was back when she was still Hannah.
Yeah.
Like, that's when she was young then. Like, I'm blinking on some of the songs now. Well, she just got a Grammy for the song Flower that she put out like a year ago.
Oh, wow.
So, like,
Her first Grammy
her
too,
first
which
Grammy,
is crazy.
though.
She didn't get a Grammy for Wrecking Ball.
She didn't get a Grammy for
I
anything.
mean, that's probably when because the
No
media
Party
at
in
the
the
time.
USA, no The Climb, no that. Literally, she's had so many albums and so many songs have done so well.
Yeah.
She can mix genres.
Yeah.
Jay's on my feet. Jay's
23
on my feet.
is
You
a
know.
good
That
song.
was-
23,
Okay.
Ted it up, mini skirt with my J's on.
Hey, that was fire.
No,
In the
it
cup,
was.
in the cup. What?
Jay's on. Hey,
Look.
low key. Somebody who did not last at all. They were here for a year pretty much. But their impact in that year was crazy. Fetty Wap. Why does nobody talk about
No,
him?
yeah, no.
Like-
Fetty was on top. No, Fetty was
Fetty
on top of the world.
top of the world.
He was on top of the world.
was.
He was on top of the
And
world.
Ray Shrimmer too.
Yes, ear drummers,
ear
drummers, bro. They were so good. Like you could not get in the car without hearing them a few times.
To have 6, 7, 9 again, My Way and Trap Queen on the same album
That's crazy.
is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
What was
Stupid.
his downfall?
His
Like, what was
downfall. He just.
How did he fall
wonder.
off?
Well,
One hit, no.
one album wonder. One album wonder.
Wait,
right.
look, what Ice Spice say? What am I, a 2-hit wonder? Like, no.
She is, though.
No, she been making.
Are you about to come to bat?
I used to, I
For old Ice Spice, yes.
I feel like my volume
For
went down.
well,
Yeah, my volume
No.
went down. But
yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
okay, hold up. Actually, since we already brought her up,
Right.
I think that not all music has to be serious.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I don't like the fact that literally in every other forms of artistry, can you do things recreationally besides music? You know, like I can be a professional dancer, but I could also just go dancing with my friends, right?
Yeah.
I can become a painter, but I could also just go to a paint and sip while I'm on a date.
Yeah.
You know, I could
Be a professional actor or be in a play.
right, or be, you know, in a play in a school,
Yeah.
right? You know, things of that nature. But when it comes to music, it's like, nah, this is trash. This sucks. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't I just have heard a beat, been in the studio with my friends, and just made something fun?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's why even like I remember, I'm not even gonna bring this artist up because I don't have time to defend. I can't.
No,
but
I'm interested in who it is.
but no, but it's okay.
It was mentioned last time.
It was mentioned last time.
Oh, word.
Yeah, no. Somebody, but it doesn't matter. The point is, I think that artists should have the freedom to grow in their talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't
Like,
like
why do I have to be
when-
phenomenal off the bat?
A lot of people also don't like when people switch genres and do something different, and then it's, oh, you should have stuck to what you knew. And then it's, oh, but you always do the same thing, do something different. They're never satisfied. That's why you got to make music for yourself as an artist.
Yeah, that's what killed the baby. He was on 2019. He was on top of the world with that one flow. And then everybody was like, bro, you only got one flow.
Well, that wasn't what killed the baby, but you know.
Yeah, no. He
He
also,
killed himself.
Yeah.
And killed other people. But we
Yeah.
don't talk about that.
well, yeah, in the sense that. Well,
Yeah. Yeah,
I wonder how many of those he's gonna keep in. Sorry, please continue.
But this was our music opinions, right? I'm gonna start calling our music series "What Y'all Cranking." You know what I mean? DMV related. You know, we all say crank. But before we wrap up today, I just wanna get a little deeper real quick. So, just to ask y'all about y'all own journeys. You know, Brian and you being a photographer, videographer. You know, trying to work up the ranks of that. Work with talented artists, whoever they may be. And TR, you starting your own blog. You know, writing about music, media, all the things that you find yourself entertained with. You know what I mean? What are some things that y'all can, relay to the viewers about striving for a passion? Whether anybody believes in you or not, whether at times you don't believe in yourself. What can y'all talk about, just being repetitive, being consistent? Because I'm trying to learn that myself with this podcast, of course. Everybody's on their journey. So, yeah, what do y'all have to say about that?
I would say don't give up. You can't give up, especially if you don't believe in yourself, because if you stop, then you'll never be great, ever, never. You won't even have the chance to be great. Like when I first started in 2020, I used to think that people only booked me because I was free. And I'm like, dang, do they really like my pictures? Or like, 'cause I didn't really, it was a little, shaky. But I didn't stop. I kept going, and then I kept practicing, and now I'm one of the best photographers in the DMV.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact. I'm sorry, it's a fact. So like, just don't give up. Keep pursuing. Keep trying. Please, keep trying. Because then not only are you letting yourself down, you're letting other people down that supported you and poured into you money and this and that and a third. So just keep going.
Yeah, for sure, man. What do you have to say?
I would say no one's going to want it more than you do. So honestly, and this is something that I'm working on within myself too. I would love to take my own advice, but also no one's gonna work any harder than you. So if people are talking down about what you're doing or anything that you're interested in, you have to do it for you.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna have something to say regardless. People are not gonna like you. They're gonna not like the way you do it. Some people are not gonna like you because you're actually doing something that you're passionate about. People always find a reason to complain. So make sure that you remind yourself that you love what you do, why you love what you do, and then work harder than anybody else in the room to get what you want, because it'll take you a lot further than you think. Effort does so much more. Some people would be like, oh, I don't want to put in all this effort for it to not, work out in my favor. But there really is no such thing. Because say you're trying to get this specific job or this position and you're working hard, internship, getting a degree in that, whatever your path is, right? And you meet all these people on the way and you're like, dang, I really didn't get this position at this one place. But you've met so many other people who are in the industry because you're also pursuing it, that you may have something that's even better in a different direction. God laughs when we make plans. So just You know,
Like,
try your best.
look
and
at
love what you do.
Victoria Monet again to bring her up.
Yeah.
Like she's been, like I said, 10 years. And when she started writing on my mama, that's like in 2021 about when she first had her child. And she was like, dang, I don't feel good enough, this and then the third. Like, I don't know. She was gonna give up, but she kept going and she kept doing it. Look at her now. Because she kept going. 10 years, that's a long time to not see any, that's not to say not see anything, but like,
Small steps.
yeah.
Enough of the deep talk. Thank y'all for joining us. Let us know your music opinions in the comments, right? Go and follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Those links are right down below. And I'm going to catch y'all